3 video.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to walk you through the process of installing a crankshaft pin kit for the LS engine. These types of kits are a requirement when fitting any type of aftermarket supercharger or additional accessories to an LS engine that didn't come factory supercharged. The factory crankshaft pulley has a press-on type of fit, and when additional load is applied to it, this can cause the pulley to spin on the crankshaft. This can produce all kinds of interesting results, including causing the crankshaft bolt to back out, as well as the pulley causing damage to the nose of the crankshaft due to material being removed from the resulting friction. The kit we are featuring here today is sold on Summit Racing and is manufactured by ICT Billet. Included in this kit is 4 pins, a drill bit, and a drilling jig with bolt to hold it in place. To get started with our installation, first you'll need to fit your factory crankshaft pulley to the engine, making sure it is fully seated before proceeding with installation of the pinning kit. Depending on your engine setup, you may need to find a way to secure the crankshaft from rotating, which might include locking the ring gear on the flywheel end, etc. In our instance today, the compression of the engine was enough to hold things in place to allow us to fully bottom out the crank pulley without any additional measures. With the pulley installed, it is time to install the drilling jig. Make sure the nose of the crankshaft and pulley face are clean and free of debris, ensuring the jig will fit flat against the nose of the crank. Insert the drilling jig on the nose of the crankshaft and use the included bolt to cinch up the jig snug against the nose of the crankshaft. The purpose of the jig is to align the drill bit where half the bit bites into the crankshaft and the other half will bite into the pulley. The resulting hole allows the pin to fit between both and prevents rotation of the pulley on the nose of the crankshaft. Before starting to drill, it is important to figure out what the depth of the drill bit will need to be so we don't drill too deep and run into the oil pump. The best way to figure this out is to insert the drill bit into the hole of the jig and then hold the pin up to the remaining drill bit sticking out of the back of the jig. Next, take a piece of tape and wrap it around the drill bit where the pin ends, and now we have a stop marker for the correct depth we need to drill. To ensure that the pin won't stick out at all and hit the flange of the crank pulley bolt, we also recommend adding 1/8 of an inch to that distance. Now that we are ready to drill, grab your preferred can of lube that you use as a cutting oil. Whether that be WD-40, PB Blaster, or actual cutting oil, we need something to keep the drill bit lubricated for this process. Spray a liberal amount into the hole before drilling. Remember when drilling to let the tool do the work, using a medium speed and light to medium pressure. The drill bit included in the ICT Billet kit is of good quality and should chew through the crankshaft with ease. Have a can of brake parts cleaner and an air hose handy to flush out any debris created from the drilling process. Stop and do this intermittently, take your time, and double check your work. The entire installation of this kit should take about 15 minutes even when doing things cautiously, so there is no reason to rush it and risk damaging the crankshaft. Once the desired depth is reached on both holes, it is time to remove the jig from the crankshaft. Perform one final cleaning and then insert your pins into the holes. They should slide in with relative ease, and should you need to remove them, they can be sucked out with a magnet. Verify that the pins do not protrude past the surface of the crank pulley where the flange of the bolt rests. After that, install your crankshaft pulley bolt and torque to spec. In our case, that was one long Milwaukee Ugga Dugga, and that's it. You're all finished.
You gotta over torque these ones, so we don't end up like we did last time. I don't know if there's an actual, I'm sure there is a fucking factory torque spec, but it's Milwaukee until it stops turning.
All right. Done.
Done. It's actually pretty simple.